I just want to say it's overwhelming for us as the people who work at the Alliance to have the number of people who are in the room, the number of people who have come together who really care about this. You know, you got up this morning, you got on a bus, you got in your car, you drove up here, some of you took the day off of work, you found childcare for your kids. And I want you to know that, and the people behind me I know will back me up, what happened in 2007 and is what happening today doesn't happen without you. Our legislators can't make decisions. They don't have the ability to stand up here and say the things about children unless they know that we as their voters and their constituents have their back. We all know what it's like to try to stand out there on our own and do something and stand up for ourselves. Our legislators are up here every day and they need to know that we have their backs. So I want everybody in the room to know how incredibly important and how incredibly powerful and how incredibly special you are. And I want to thank you for that. And I want to ask you to just keep it up for a few more months. All right? I think we can get there. I know that Representative Gonzalez said we can do this. Representative Walker sends me text messages that says we can do this. Okay? So we can do this, but we need you. And the fact that you're here today says that you're committed to that, and that's phenomenal. One of the things I want to bring up real briefly is the fact that one of the reasons this was able to happen in 2007, one of the reasons we were able to pass this bill, is because a young man who was 16 years old and kept in the adult system committed suicide. And this was a young man who had a history of mental health problems. He was not in on a serious charge. He was in Manson on a probation violation, and he was waiting for trial. And one of the reasons we were able to pass this bill is because everybody realized, hang on a second, we've got children killing themselves because of the situation they're in. So we passed this bill in 2007. And then later on in 2007, we had another young man in Manson kill himself. The cost of waiting, the cost of delay, is incredibly important. We're talking about human lives. And if there's a legislator here that's willing to put a price tag on the life of a 16 or 17-year-old, I'd be interested to meet them. The sooner we move these young people into the juvenile justice system, the sooner we're going to reap the benefits of that move. There's social benefits, but there's economic benefits. The Pew Institutes just came out with a report 2 days ago talking about 1 in 32 people in America are in prison. And they said it's ridiculous public policy. It's incredibly expensive to keep people in prison, and they're mostly nonviolent offenders. It's really important that we make this move and that we make this change.
Good morning, friends. Good morning, family. Good morning, friends and family and students and advocates and people of Connecticut. This is a great day. This is a sad day. We're here to do the same thing we did back in 2007. But you know what? We will prevail, and I'm glad to see you here. I want you to make sure that you talk to all of our legislators. Any of the people in suits with tags like this, make sure you stop them. And you tell them that our children should come first. Because if we don't, where is our history and where is our legacy going to go? So with that, I turn it over to Abby.
From Representative Holder Whitfield.
Good morning. I've been immersed in the death penalty, so I don't have any statistics for you, but I have some context for you. My campaign, when I was running to get here as a freshman, I'm a freshman, my campaign began out of dealing with some of the young people in the city of New Haven. And during my campaign, I shed a lot of tears. And the reason why I shed those tears was because what happens with the people in my city, the young people, is a tragedy. And what we're looking at doing right now is not going to help any of those young people. It's actually probably going to make it a lot worse for them. And so that's the context from which I start. Another instance I'm going to give you about context is about a week ago, actually today is Wednesday, so exactly a week ago, your elected officials stood around and talked almost all day long about what messages we send to young people. And they talked about that message in response to the proposal of Linda McMahon being on the Board of Education of the state. The reality is most of the children of this state don't have a clue who is on the Board of Education of the state. But this is a message that we're going to send to our young people that they will know. And the message is, you don't matter. Because when we feel that there's a budget crunch, you get pushed to the side. I have a problem with that. You know, we have an issue, and I understand that we have some tough economic times right now. I get that. But the young people of this state are important today, and they're important every day, and we have to act in a manner in which we keep them at the forefront of what we do. And this is, and what we've seen is not working. It's not doing that. And so I just wanted to come this morning and say to you that I think we need to reevaluate what we're doing. We need to put our priorities in order, and the young people of this state need to be priority number one. The business of government, the reason why we have government at all is to provide security to people. And we can say that we're going to save us some money. We'll save that money right now, but we know that people who've been in the adult system are more likely to recidivate. And so we're saying to our young people, we're going to put you into that system, you're going to be more likely to recidivate, and the reality is it's going to cost us more money in the long run, so we're not really saving anything. So basically what we've done, we said, I'm going to alleviate your trouble breathing, and then I'm going to choke you later. And that's a problem. That is a real problem. So I just wanted to make sure that we know that we have to keep the young people of this state in mind. Thank you.